Guys, I have something super amazing to share with you today. So we've been talking about ChatGPT and everything like that. Well, I'm going to show you guys a new feature just came out on ChatGPT. It's called ChatGPT Canvas, right? This is amazing. Anyone that's a writer or a coder, trust me when I say this, you need to be using this. So we're going to get right into this. I'm going to show you exactly how cool this tool really is directly on ChatGPT. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's just for Plus members or if it's for, anyone that uses ChatGPT, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you what it's all about. Okay. So let me share my screen. So here we are, right? Let me move myself around. Okay. So openai.com, right? So there is a article that you can read about this and see exactly what it does. You won't really have to because I'm going to show you exactly what you can do with this. So introducing Canvas, right? A new way to work with ChatGPT to write and code. So right here, they're showing like an example of them uploading their design notes. They're telling ChatGPT to draft a short blog post for my notes. And then what it does in Canvas is it actually pulls up a different interface that you can edit, you can highlight stuff, have it change things. Before, when we use ChatGPT, we had to change everything, right? So it would give you a response, and then you'd say, okay, I don't like that, you know, change it to this, right? Now, this is just a way easier way to do this. And anyone that's using like Word or anything like that, get rid of it. This is definitely the way to go. So this is just the writing aspect of it. There is a coding aspect as well. So I'm just going to read some of this off here for you. Let's start out. And it says, we're introducing Canvas, a new interface for working with ChatGPT on writing and coding projects that go beyond simple chat. And they are completely right. So Canvas opens in a separate window along you and ChatGPT to collaborate on a project. This early beta introduces a new way of working together, not just through conversations, but by creating and refining ideas side by side. So this is even big for me as like a coder, because before, when you fed code to ChatGPT, you would have to get that long response back. You'd have to test your code. If it didn't work, you'd have to tell it was wrong. You'd have to change something. This way is going to blow your mind. If you haven't checked this out yet, this is really going to blow your mind. So let's scroll down a little bit. I'm really just going to get right into it and show you guys exactly how cool this is and what it does. But right here, they're showing you like how you can edit. You got all these different bars on the side whenever your, I would say, canvas pops up, if that's what they're calling it now. So coding in Canvas, is a lot different now. So you can review the code, you can add logs to your code, you can add comments, you can fix bugs, and you can port to a language. You can literally edit your code on the right side. And I'm going to show you all this in this video, but I'm just going to walk you down through all of this first. This is super, super cool. So it's GPT 4.0 that they have this on. So I'm assuming, you're going to be able to use this as a non-plus user, but you can also, spend the 20 bucks a month and get ChatGPT Plus. Well worth it for sure. Okay. So instead of me just showing you everything that's on here, let's just get right into it. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Okay. So when you get to ChatGPT, you can see this looks like the regular ChatGPT interface. What you do is you're going to click up here and you're going to go to 4.0 with Canvas, and it says beta. I'm sure it's going to get a lot better from here on out. I think it's really good now, but it's going to get a lot better, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is GPT 4.0 with Canvas. I'm going to first show you guys the writing aspect of this, okay? This is going, and then I'm going to go into the coding aspect, right? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and say kind of what they did. Create me a blog based on my notes, right? That's exactly what they did. And you can use this for really anything. Just think outside the box what you need to use it for, okay? I'm going to upload some notes. So now you're going to see here, ChatGPT just completely transformed. It doesn't look like it used to, right? So on the right, it's using Canvas. Or I guess if I use this hand, it'd probably be the right. This is my left hand. But on this side, right, it's using Canvas. And on this side, it's using the regular ChatGPT interface that we're used to already, right? So Canvas is super cool. So I told it to write me a blog. Here's the blog it wrote, right? But the cool thing is, right, we can highlight things. We can ask it to, let's make this more engaging, right? And it's only going to change that aspect. So if you see there, you can see that it just changed that top title. It didn't have to give you that full response again like it used to have to, right? We're just going to go in here, change a few things up. I'm just going to say, I want some different benefits. right? As you can see here, it's actually building all over again because it's going to go ahead and tailor this post to it, right? And this is awesome. So you can see on the left-hand side, it just says editing, right? And it just goes ahead and starts editing what you're working on the right side. Another really cool thing about this is you can input text. So then you can say, obviously you're going to say this. So social media automation is amazing. And you see here, I didn't have to copy down this response from ChatGPT and add in my own stuff once I pasted into like a word pad or told it to add, that simple one line. I can just come in and start making my own edits exactly on what I feel is something that needs edited, right? To make it short and simple. This, I can say, make this more engaging and change the wording. So it changes to boost your brand's presence. And you can realize like it only edited what I told it to. This is amazing. It saves so much time. You have no idea. Trust me. Especially if you're just getting into ChatGPT, this is a really good time to get into it because it's kind of going to familiarize yourself with something you already know. So like think about this is like working in like a WordPad or, notepad or anything like that, right? And you're able to actually edit it instead of actually having to just talk back and forth every time, right? So we're going to say like this one, let's make this one more engaging. And this is just very basic examples of how this works. And there you go, right? Then we're going to say, we want some more real world examples. So add 5 real world examples, right? And there you go. It literally just transforms your blog, your articles, your writing this much quicker. This is huge. And I'm not going to keep going into this because you guys kind of get the point here. I'm going to go ahead and show you the coding aspect now, which is massive. I mean, writing is awesome, but being able to code at this kind of level now is insane. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back. I'm just going to start a new chat, get out of that one. So let me pull up some code that I just saved on a doc. Okay. I'm just going to say, let's edit some code. Okay. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. This is just some HTML from a website, some basic code, HTML. Right. And as you can see here, you actually have the lines of code to the right of your chat. And this is nuts. Okay. So this is actually like a code for a Shopify store. Okay. This is the theme of the Shopify store, different liquids. They call them liquids. They would be like HTML snippets that are in here. We're going to go ahead and change some really cool things around. So especially when you're a coder, it's really nice to actually go ahead and look into all of this stuff instead of just telling it something and expecting it to come back. You can actually go and, edit different sections, like kind of what we just talked about on, the writing aspect. But what we're going to do, I'm just going to do something very basic. Let me try to find my liquids. They're all in here. So this liquid would be for, we're going to go ahead and change some colors. Just something very simple. Change around some colors of this liquid, which that's what Shopify calls it. And have it keep the same color run, but make it better with more attractive colors. So you can see here, it's actually keeping this code coming down. It's scrolling down. It's going to go down to this liquid aspect. You guys are going to be amazed because this is awesome. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to feed it back and forth every time. What happens when you try to run a lot of code through ChatGPT beforehand, before they came out with this, it messed up. So, I wouldn't say this is perfect yet. It's going to be there soon. Okay. But we're able to actually keep this code on the right side and still interact on the left side as well without having to paste it in every single time and having it come back. So I'm just going to stop this one. We're going to go, and that was kind of a stupid example I showed you guys, but Let's go and change, showing some good examples. And this, okay, this is crazy because, just from changing things, right? Not only can we change things, but we can add things in so much easier, right? So we can even, say, I want to add another liquid code that is simply text and it has a color running effect. It needs to be at the top of the page below the video, right? And it has to have a fast-paced color. I mean, you really don't have to fix your spelling either. So fast-paced color blinking effect, right? So you can see here when we scroll up, see it did it so fast that I didn't even get to show you guys how fast it did it. So that's another cool thing. This is amazing because it's not writing out all of that code all the time. It's just making edits within the code and modifying that code as time goes. No more messing up. Like this is huge. And if you're a coder, developer, you know how big this really is. So I'm going to keep this video super short. Just showed you the basics. Think outside the box on how you would use this. The world is really about to change, and this really blew it out the water for developers. And it's pretty scary, I would say, on the aspect of someone that goes to college for all this stuff, because I mean, look how good this is. Okay. But yeah, thumbs up. I appreciate everyone checking out this video, making it super short, but straight to the point. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.